Hello, my dear viewers, and welcome to my channel, Angelic Sky Tarot. I'm so excited to welcome all my viewers. I'm excited because I'm going to do this beautiful spread, this beautiful video, probably for women who've been separated from their lover. Maybe they separated with their husband, or someone they've been together for a while, or maybe you had a temporary connection with someone so special and it's extremely difficult for you to let go. It's like you still feel that thread of attachment. You still feel that connection and your heart cannot heal, and possibly your partner is already with someone else, with another woman, or with someone else in their lives, but it's hard for you to let go. You feel like there is a bond, there is a spell, and those type of spells or bonds are extremely difficult to let go of. So it is important for us, it is very important for us to look into this situation and see why you still have the attachment, if there's a chance for you to still be together. Because if you can't let go of that person, you can't let in anything new, or you can't have a true meaningful relationship with someone new, if you're still lingering and giving your energy to that other person, if there is still bond in there. So let's look into the issue. Let's look in the situation, if there's hope, what the other person is thinking about. Maybe they're regretting that they let you go, or maybe everything is fine in their life and you just need to heal, you need to let go. So it's probably for scenarios that happen not too long, maybe up to a year, or a little bit maybe longer for that. I wouldn't recommend for over 3 years, because the chances are people moved on, and there's no reason to get into that deep in the past. There are different scenarios. Maybe there are scenarios where even situations like that worked out. People met each other 10 years later, and stayed together if something didn't work out for them, but they had genuine feelings. But let's see what was your relationship about. Where is your partner at right now? What is he thinking about what you had? Is there a chance to be together again? I'm improvising with a spread, so I'm going to use the new tarot deck that I have. It's the Sorcerer's Tarot. So we're gonna shuffle it and work with it, and then I'm gonna do another deck tarot of sexual magic, okay, to look into your sexual energies, into your sexual connection, and maybe angels of romance will help us as well. So let's look at everything together and look into your situation, look into your broken heart, look into this thread and connection. See if the other person thinks of you, if they regret, that they let you go, or maybe they've moved on and it might be easier for you to heal and just go on. It is very important not to leak your energy, to the situations that are not real anymore, that you have to stay in the present moment, you have to stay vital. In order to invite new love, you have to let go of the old. So let's look together, okay, and see what's happening. So think of a person, and remember that this is a general spread, and so some phrases will relate to you, some moments will relate to you, others will not, and your heart will know what information is truthful to your situation and what is not. So watch the whole video. I'm not making different selections with different decks. I will be working with different decks, but if you found this video, if you're watching it, then it's meant for you. Not everything will resonate with you 100%, because there are so many different scenarios. But we are having an intimate session. I'm shuffling these cards in my room, and you're watching it from your space, and the conversation is going between you and me, and it's a healing session. It's a beautiful white magic, where the healing can occur. I work with angelic energies, with positive energies, with higher realms. So my mission is to bring healing to your couple, to bring healing to both parties, but especially for you, because you are watching me and you found me. So your heart is searching for peace, your heart is searching for answers. And this session will help you to heal, look into this problem and or this situation, find the healing. Okay, so let's begin. I'm going to shuffle another deck. And if more clarity will be needed, I will pull from these decks. Let me arrange everything so you possibly can see all the cards, because there's a lot of cards on the table, and maybe I have to move the camera just a little bit so you can have a better glimpse at the picture. The cards are so beautiful. My goodness, look at them. What beautiful colors we have, and such beautiful art on both decks. So let's look at what were you to him, and you know, we have two of chalices. So two of chalices is definitely the card of lovers. You know, he saw you as your lover. He thought you were extremely beautiful. He admired your body, enjoyed your body. You yourself, you know, when you met this person, you bloomed because you felt sexy, you felt sexual energy, you felt appealing, attractive. There was extremely strong sexual chemistry. You started feeling better, health-wise, more vitality. You felt more youthful. You became more playful, you know. And some of you who will be watching, there will be different age categories. So some of you are young and beautiful and you know, still in their 20s or something like that. Some women who are a little bit older still felt like they were more youthful and revived by this relationship. You know, you were drinking from that cup of love, cup of beauty, and you were more exciting even to yourself. You know, you felt sensual, you felt sexual. So you were definitely a lover. You love to brush your hair, to look in the mirror, to look pretty for that person. You know, you really wanted to be together. You felt your feminine power. You felt your sexual erotic power, you know, your playfulness. And he was more like, this is the card of temperance, you know, so it was definitely like a healing situation, you know, for both of you. You both needed that. You both needed that relationship. It was like a revival of sexual erotic power, you know. It was mutual, you know. You both were excited. You both poured into each other. You know, it looks like this, you know, lady, the temperance, you know, this beautiful girl is watering the flowers, and the ground, you know, is green, and the flowers are blooming. So with his love, with his attention, he was kind of reviving you. Yes, reviving your vitality, your beauty, your sexuality. So actually, temperance is also about a card about moderation. You know, it's being healing from something, it's overcoming something, balancing things out, becoming a mediator. So I think there was for some, in some instances, like you could have been in a married situation, you know, and the person came between you. It's like maybe your old relationship or existing relationship was a little bit stale or was getting old, and it was like a lover who came into your life to freshen up the feelings, to revive things. And so this person awakened sexual feelings, you know, within you. And it was really good for them too. I mean, they really enjoyed your beauty. They felt more rejuvenated by your encounter. So mutually, both of you really enjoyed each other as lovers. And for them, it was to bring you know, happiness back into your life. That was kind of their mission, you know, to bring happiness, to bring that excitement into your life. So here in this deck, we have also, it's synchronistic, you know. We have a woman here again in front of a mirror. So both of the cards are showing kind of similar situation, you know. We have here, it's a Queen of Pentacles, you know. We have a confident woman who knows that she's beautiful, who knows that she's attractive, and she's attracting this lover. And the man enjoys her so much that they almost feel like they're a slave to them. They feel like they will please the woman, you know, because she's so beautiful. So the woman knows her beauty. The woman knows her power. So you know your power, you know your beauty, you know your sexual attraction. And you know, the man was totally slayed by you. He was addicted to your beauty, to your power, to your sexuality. He enjoyed that sexual encounter very much so. And he was just willing to do anything you wanted to. He was willing to experiment with you, to be by your side. But the relationship looks to me that it had to be secretive. It had to be secretive in a way because, again, some of you, or one of the partners possibly, was married. So it looks to me like it could have been an affair, and you are the mistress. You are the mistress in the relationship. Possibly, maybe for others, it means that the other person was married. Or maybe you are married and you just, you're still like you were his mistress. So there's definitely secrecy, something that could have been, there's a hidden aspect in the situation. For those of you who are younger, I see there could have been a scenario that was your first love, and it's somebody that you lost virginity to. For other scenarios, we have a woman who is already more mature and she knows her value, her beauty. She's actually very sensual and seductive person. She's very skillful at lovemaking and very appealing to her ex-partner. So right here, the man experienced extreme ecstasy with you. You probably were the best lover that he ever had. 10 of Wands is energy, erotic energy, sexual energy, fire energy, vitality, enthusiasm, power, penetration, going forward, feeling strong. And here we have a couple who is enjoying sexual intercourse in wilderness. So you both felt fiery, wild, connected. There was extreme chemistry between you two. So what was so you were transforming each other. There was magic between you two. I have 2 of Wands here, so it really felt like you were a couple, a pair. It was a blessed union. It was almost like a magical union. And both of you have very strong magical attachment to each other. It's like because you're both still thinking about each other. You both frequently sending thoughts to each other, although somewhere you're at a distance. He's thinking about you, and he's thinking about you very strongly, and you probably that's why you are now remembering him, because he still has attachment to you. He remembers you as like probably his best sexual partner. He has probably still addiction, and temperance is, overcoming addiction also, so it's hard for him to overcome this addiction, this connection that you both had. It's very difficult for this person to heal from this relationship, because there was such intensity, and for some reason it needed to be secretive, so that created some sort of barrier. There's some sort of damage to both of the parties. So here we have again the Queen of Pentacles, and here we have Queen of Pentacles. So possibly you are an earth sign, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Possibly there was a secretive, not for everyone, okay, because we have different people, but maybe some of you actually got pregnant from this union, and you had to keep it a secret, or maybe you didn't keep the child, so that was it. That was the secret. Or maybe there's some other connection, let's see. So the Queen of Pentacles, like here on this card, she looks to me more confident, and she while in relationship she was really confident and blooming, and she experienced a high flow of energy, where here I see the Queen of Pentacles having some regrets or remorse, or she remembers, she's looking at the situation, she's looking at that heart, she's looking at that connection, and something is she's regretting, that maybe she could have done something differently. Maybe this connection was not meant to happen. Whatever you experienced was very powerful and very magical, and there's really strong bond between you two created, and both of you are still recovering and healing from it, but also you're regretting that some things should have been done differently. Or maybe you're regretting the way it was done, or maybe the person didn't live up to your expectations. Maybe you feel like there was a betrayal. Maybe you wanted the person to be different, and you couldn't completely accept them for who they were. Maybe you imagined them to be different from what they really turned out to be. So there's a disappointment, and for everyone there's going to be a different reason for disappointment. So again, I'm seeing justice here, and justice means right here we have two energies, so it's choosing between two people, weighing out who is giving what to the relationship. And it looks to me that maybe you were pouring a little bit too much of yourself into this union, into this connection. You were willing to be more brave, or you were willing to give out your heart, and maybe the man didn't live up to your expectations. Maybe he got scared, he got a bit coward, and he knew that he probably, like, you're such an exquisite and extraordinary woman that he couldn't live up to your expectations. He was kind of weak, weaker compared to you. And to me, I see almost like a sword and two balls, like you cut his balls basically, because you showed that you're more strong and more powerful, and you basically chickened out, he chickened out. And it's interesting because here we have the woman with the sword who cut out kind of the balls, and here we have a man who, the devil, with a phallus, holding the phallus, so like it fell off him. So it's like you almost took his male power. You like almost put him down in some way by showing that you are stronger, that you are more worthy. Like he couldn't live up to your expectations. Like he loved you, he worshipped you, he was your slave. But whether he could offer more in life, is a different story. Maybe he couldn't give you anything financially. Maybe he was more of a romantic person where it was really fun to spend time with him, but realistically moving into a living situation with him was impossible because he wasn't taking the responsibility. He wasn't willing to sacrifice his comfort zone. He wasn't willing to take risks to show his real powers. You were expecting a little bit more of him. So here we have Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is moving on, so you had to move on. You had to move on, maybe he had to move on. The situation got to be overwhelming. So you both are still grieving, because I see a man who is kind of looking over, reading, a book. So almost like reviewing whatever happened between you two, reviewing your story, that story is forever written in his heart as well. And he's reviewing how I could have, how he could have done things differently. He wishes he would change things. He wishes he could be different, but he's cowardly. He's cowardly in a way, and you regret. You remorse. You still feel the connection. It's a very strong bond, but you also feel like he betrayed you. So, and you're looking for justice. You're looking for justice. You want someone strong in your life. You want someone who is equal to you. You're equal, You are very powerful woman. So, somebody, Eight of Cups is leaving the situation, right? Even the situation was good, like leaving to move further, to search for more emotional satisfaction, right? Or a new emotional experience, So it seems like a person is the male person is very romantic, kind of like a Casanova, a player, he likes to please women, he likes to flirt with women, he's a good lover, and maybe you were the most exquisite woman of all, who he encountered, but it's difficult for him to stay responsible and serious. He just simply doesn't want to take this burden on. He's still immature. So let's see, Four of Wands. So yes, couples enjoying pleasure, but the pleasure is unstable. It's like a swing. It's being on a swing. It's going back and forth, back and forth. So this relationship, it had its peaks, it had its downs, and it was hard to reach any type of stability. It was like being on a swing, with emotions, so I see a lot of fiery energy. I see a lot of, even there isn't a lot of, like, let's say, wands in the cards, but the way the cards are, we have 10 of Wands here. The way the cards are, they just, to me, express this energy of fire. There was a lot of sexual energy. And here we have the Strength again. So both of the decks are showing me that you had to overcome this passion, this beast you had to be secretive in the situation, and you had to overcome this fire, this passion, you know, and it requires a lot of strength, and especially on a woman's side. Like, she was very attached. In the beginning, she was more playful and didn't take the situation seriously. She wasn't expecting to have such emotions and such feelings. You know, she was just playing a game in a way, and then the game got really serious. And now it's you know, you got out of the situation, kind of, but got out of this relationship, but there's still a strong imprint, an energetic imprint, you know, and it's important to get rid of that energetic imprint because you're still very strongly connected. And here we have the devil, yes, and the devil is usually passionate relationship. So you're still remembering your sexual encounter. You're still very connected to that energy. You know, you almost like we have women on the background, chained here. You see, chained to the feeling of desire. So you're still chained to that desire, to that memory of that desire, to that experience, to that energy that you felt, the energy of passion, this really strong passion, and you're missing that. You're missing that. But also, when we are in situations like that, again, it drains us, and we lose our health, we lose our beauty, we lose you know, ability to be connected to another person, to someone who is coming. So let's see if there's I'm going to ask both of the decks to give us the answer, if there still could be a connection. And again, this deck gave me the Temperance, and Temperance is healing, moderation. So it's healing from this passion, you know, it's cooling your feelings. It's important to cool your feelings and heal. So you need to heal from this connection, and that's what we're doing, you know. And here we have Eight of Swords. So Eight of Swords, it's feeling trapped. So you no longer need to feel trapped, you know, because these green branches are easily broken. All you need to do is push a little harder and step out of the situation. No longer you need to be trapped, you know, no longer you need to be trapped in this sadness. And every time you think about that person, you're sending them that energy, you know, that connection. So the suggestion of the cards, please heal. It's time for you to stop thinking about this connection. Although it was very sexually appealing, it was very sexually strong, but take care of yourself, my dear, because you are losing your vitality, you are losing your power, you know, because think about the life before you met him. You know, it was you lived independently and you were just fine without him. Same thing is going to happen after he left, you know. Oh, how beautiful. And we have that you will have new love. There's new love coming. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So if the new person haven't stirred your romantic feelings yet, there's going to be new love. So the minute you unleash yourself and release yourself from this prison of false imprisonment, of being stuck, you know, of feeling like you're unwanted or you did something wrong, because I see literally a person is asking themselves, what did I do wrong? You know, how could I have changed the situation? You did everything right, okay? It wasn't your fault. So step out of this prison, you learned something. You learned a lesson about your own personal value. You know, the person just couldn't live up to your expectations. It's just the way they are. It's not that there's anything wrong with them. Just they're weaker than you. You're a lot stronger. And, you know, in a relationship, you have to love people for who they are, and you can't ask them for anything else. So make an effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. So the new love is in your cards. The new love is in your Akashic records. The angels are telling me the new love is coming your way. So please detach from the past, you know, that was hurtful. Please heal, you know. And so the great new love that awaits you, you know, you take the steps toward healing yourself, you know, tempering yourself and balancing yourself out, and somebody new is stepping into your life. Unchain yourself from the devil, you know. And if even if you know, for some of you, if you're meant to be together with this person, you know, heal yourself first, and don't create such a strong attachment to anyone. You know, you can feel attraction, you can feel closeness, you know, and with someone, but you just don't ever lose yourself in that. Don't give too much credit to someone. And let's also pull one more card from the soul. It's like the Eyes of the Soul Oracle deck. So what is your soul is saying? Okay, your card fell out. Seek the wisdom of your shamanic guides. So, even as you are watching this video, you're talking to me as a spiritual healer, as a spiritual card, tarot reader. The cards are giving you advice. I'm translating it for you. I'm giving you, it's a letter from the angels. We're reaching the Akashic records and looking for possibility for you to heal. So seek the wisdom of your shamanic guides. And also, you see the woman here, she is listening to her own heart and listening to her own gut, listening to her friends, to people who love her. So listen to your heart, listen. And there's wisdom inside. If this relationship is right for you. If it's right for you. Even if it was passionate, if it's not right for you, if it's so toxic that it drains you and you still have such a strong attachment, then heal, listen to yourself. Above all, listen to yourself. So I see that you are mature, beautiful, exquisitely beautiful woman, because you are a queen. And I didn't see a king in these cards. I just, there's no king in this card. I don't see someone who is destined for you in these cards. So let go of that person. Yes, it was passionate. Yes, there was an attachment, but there was so much attachment to passion. So the devil. Now you know how the passion feels like. So don't burn in it, because sometimes if the attachment is, if we stay too long in this type of attachment, we burn through our vitality. It's very dangerous energy. So everything needs to be in balance. So you're learning about keeping the balance in order to stay healthy, in order to stay strong. First, find that strength within in order to step into a relationship, right? Find the strength within in order to step into the new union. So before you step into the new love, you need to heal yourself. You need to take care of yourself, and don't give yourself completely to anyone else. For you are a soul. Most of all, a soul, individual soul. So take care of your soul, take care of yourself, and then somebody worthy will come in, because once you know your own worth and value, then you will attract the right partner. So this was an interesting relationship, but you need to move forward, and the new relationship, the great love, is worth taking steps that you're guided to take. The healing needs to happen. And right now, with this spread, I know you heard me, and I know you subconsciously heard the right words for yourself, and you will make your own judgment, and you will choose the healing for yourself. I bless you all who watch this video, and wishing you all the best, and wishing you beautiful love.